Where are wines from? It's a question that we consistently ask all the time, and how does that regionality shape wines? Well, today we're gonna try to pick what region all of these wines are coming from, and who knows, we might even play Fuck, Marry, Kill with 3 of them. Let's find out how well we did in guessing which region all of these wines come from. Oh, buddy, we're back for another blind wine tasting. This is my least favorite way of tasting wine. This particular thing of guessing the region, it runs completely counterintuitive to my shirt, which is moitié plein, which means half full, which is a nice, optimistic way of looking at the world. So let's get into it.
Let's get regional.
Oof, wine number 1. Oh. It's got that like lovely little golden straw piss color.
There's some richness. It looks like it's got skin contact. It's quite gold.
White wine, seen a bit of age.
It's got this like kind of candied ginger.
I could sit on the nose of this for a long time. This is like really powerful, really good like honey and richness that runs through it.
Bit of old oak use. Nice little number. A little bit nutty.
Good amount of oak in there, maybe some malo as well. So malolactic fermentation, which gives us a bit of that creaminess.
Beautiful texture. I think it's got a little bit of residual sugar, but otherwise it's just got this lovely, voluptuous, really kind of good skin contact style of wine. So I'm going with 3, and I'll happily pay $45 for this.
I reckon that's gonna be $38, and I'll have 3 of them, old oak shard.
I'd be paying $60 for this though, and I'd get 5 of them. Bugger it, I'll get 6. Wine number 2, we've got a bit less color here, a bit less pigment.
Yeah, just looking like a good, like kind of medium-bodied white wine. A flecks of gold rather than like real gold. It's got a bit of a sweaty gym sock kind of thing, not heaps, but it's there.
It's very fruity on the nose. Bit of banana skinny sort of thing on the nose. I'm getting that sort of almost creaminess that you can sometimes get from bananas.
It really reminds me of Sauvignon Blanc, that kind of like tropical juice box characteristic.
Very interesting. Like a lot of nashy pear, golden apples, beautiful texture, lime. Got this kind of like orange peel thing going on as well.
That's cool. 6 bottles, $40 a bottle.
I'll get 2 bottles. I only need a couple, and I'm happy to pay $35.
I'm probably paying $50 for that, and I would get 2 though, just simply because, again, it's not a white wine which I gravitate towards. Wine number 3. Give me amber, give me grease, give me this little wine right here.
Oh, it smells like a butter menthol, like straight up, just straight out the pack. It's like a lolly medicine sort of thing. Like, if shit's not serious enough for strepsils, I'm down with the butter menthol.
Oh yeah, this is cool.
This is weird, but it kind of smells like cocktail frankfurts, like little mini hot dogs. That's the smell that I'm getting. I love the flavor and I love the structure. Apricots, Greek yogurt, a bit of like that lovely kind of hazelnutty dukkha kind of thing. Very interesting wine.
I have no idea what varietal it is, but I pay a bunch of money for it. I'd probably pay $50 again, to be perfectly frank, and I would get 2.
That'll be $38 obviously because it's orange, and give me 6 of them so I can have 6 charcuterie boards, and that'll be the first wine that we drink, and then we move on to something else to have for dinner.
I'd definitely grab 6 of this, despite the smell, and I'd happily pay $50.
Into the reds, baby. Hello. So we got bright, juicy, it's light, it's garnet, it's ruby.
It smells really opulent. It owns everything.
Delicious looking. Delicious smelling, like beautiful, juicy red fruits, cherry, raspberry. Got this like lovely confected red lolly, like red frogs and like red licorice, things like that.
Oh, it's almost floral. This is wicked. Whatever this region is doing, they need to do more of it.
What a joy. What an absolute joy to drink. Vibrant, expressive, juicy.
It's perfectly pleasant up here at the moment, but drinking this at, a couple of degrees, just out of the fridge for 10 minutes, poof, yeah, absolutely. That was $39. I'll have a dozen of it.
I really like this wine. I'm gonna definitely get 6, and I'm gonna pay $50 again.
Give me 12. If it's $35, back up the truck. I think this is awesome.
Wine number 5, so dark, robust. Like this is almost like garnet. Like it's quite colored.
Quite a richness to the nose. It's not brand new oak, it's again old oak.
It's a little bit more spice, a little bit more structure, lovely density of like black currant, blueberry fruit, firm but like gentle tannin.
Little leathery, good pepper, good spice.
It's much sort of siltier, finer, which I'm about. 3 bottles, and I'll pay $30 for that.
And I'll grab 6 of this happily, and I'm happy to pay $40. I think that's an awesome wine.
I'd probably pay $45 for this wine, and I think it might be kind of close to where we are in South Australia, and might even be South Australian. Last wine of the lineup. Oh, but this is really fun. This is really fun.
The texture of like a taffy in a bar about that long that is 3/4 pink, 1/4 white, and it's like raspberry and cream. Imagine that. That is what this smells like.
Oh, this is delicious. It's got a Grenache kind of feel to it.
Oh yeah, wicked. Just wicked. Higher in tannin again, lighter in body though.
I love that in complexity, that kind of broad spectrum of kind of spiced raspberries and pepper and florals and things like that.
Probably a little bit stemmier, like a little bit more tannin going on than wine number 4. Do quite like it still. I'll get 6 of them, $38 again.
I'd pay $80 for, and I'd take 6 for sure.
Give me 12 of this, and I'm happy to pay $70. I think this is a classy wine.
If this proves to be old world, like, take me out back and just... Oh my days, where do wines come from? It was guess the region time, and I'm not sure if I guessed the region, but how did you guys go?
Yeah, I don't know if I guessed the region, but I really enjoyed the lineup. I loved the lineup, but I had no idea where it's from.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be of any assistance in where it was from, but I'd imagine that we've all stayed relatively close to home in our guess.
It felt like Australia.
So let's see if it feels like Australia. Wine number 1.
Honestly, yeah, I was interested. Both these whites really had this like low acid, full flavor thing. I liked this wine. I didn't love it, but like it made me think of like Southern Rhone style whites, and that kind of led me towards the Barossa being the place where it was grown.
I thought it was textural. I thought it was generous. I thought maybe like a little bit overdone. Like maybe not letting the fruit actually speak for itself, actually just being like, you know what, fuck it, throw some oak at it, see what happens. So that's why I thought it was kind of shardy in a way. I definitely thought New Wells straight off the bat.
That's exactly where I was as well. I was like, yep, it feels like older oak than new oak to me. Like
not heaps of oak flavor, no.
No, but it does have that sort of like dusty sort of thing that I find with old oak a little bit. I thought it was old oak shard, and I wrote, it's fine. It's fine, dude.
Yeah.
Like, nothing wrong with it at all.
I was 3 for $45. I thought it was like well-made wine, but it just wasn't sipping into it.
Yeah, I thought you'd have to pay for this wine, so I was like 6 for $60.
It was 3 for $38.
Cool.
All right, where's it from and what is it?
This is Grillo from Sicily.
We're on fucking Etna, baby. Let's go.
Whoa!
Not the Adelaide Hills.
We are
Super
not
interesting.
in Australia by the looks of things. We're in Sicily, so it's not Australia at all, but excellent. Like, Grillo is really, really fun.
Really cool. $19, by the way.
Steal!
Yeah.
Steal!
Jesus.
Absolutely!
That's pretty good. Grillo's really good with oysters. And so, yeah, rip into it.
Yeah.
It makes sense for an island.
Oh, all right, number 2. I thought this was down the Sauvignon Blanc kind of territory.
Definitely has some fruity aromatics going for it.
Yeah.
I thought that this smelled exactly like the little white stringy bits in a banana.
Totally. Yeah, I can see that. 100%.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing it now. Yeah, definitely banana.
Banana-y thing?
Yeah, 100%. So this probably has some oak influence. I'm thinking like Etna Bianco white, so like Catarratto, Gricanico in that verse. But that being said, there is Chardonnay on Sicily as well, so it could be Chard.
I was very intrigued by it just because of that banana characteristic. And it was like, there are wines that intrigue me that I then taste and I'm like, I'm not intrigued anymore. This held my attention. I was still into it. I was curious. I was 6 bottles for $40. No idea what it is. I don't know anything about Sicilian grape varietals other than Fiano that we make in the Adelaide Hills.
Not Sicilian.
Shit, Nere that we make in the
There we go!
Yeah. Not all of southern Italy is Sicily, as it turns out. So yeah, $40, 6 bottles.
Yeah, I took 50 for 2.
I was 2 for 35. Yeah, like it had this it's got this like rice lager character, which now I'm looking at. I'm like, now I recognize. Oh, it's rice lager. I like rice lager. It was kind of jarring. I called it Pinot Gris. I was just a bit like undecided.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. Funnily enough, it is Etna Bianco.
Yeah, so
Nicely
this is
done.
a blend of the native Etna whites. I
But
mean,
for $68.
Etna has become cool. Everyone's really interested on the wines, and it makes sense. The wine's made on a fucking active volcano. That's so sick. I think that's really cool. But
Super fun. I do think overpriced for what I would pay for it. It's not really my cup of tea.
Yeah. I'd imagine if you were closer to Mount Etna, you'd probably be able to get it at a more reasonable rate as well.
It's totally true.
Yeah.
After that.
Wine number 3.
Yum.
Yum. This is cool.
This is stonk. This is absolute stonk juice.
It smells like fucking hot dogs, but I really like
It smells like hot dogs. I thought it smelled like butter menthols, but hot dogs is a great shout as well.
It smelled like little cocktail frankfurters. That's a weird smell. I don't know if I like my wine. And then I drank it. I was like, this is delicious. And it smells like hot dogs. I kind of really enjoy the circus of it.
I see what you mean by like the hot dog thing. For me, it's like mustardy, like sweet mustard thing going on, which I actually just really love. I think this was also the wine that threw me to be New World rather than Old World.
Definitely.
Because I don't ever see this coming, especially from where we're actually getting wines from Etna.
You see a little bit that there's been that rise of natural wine there. You've got producers like COS, Occhipinti, but to be honest, all the wines are so fucking clean that I wasn't thinking about COS and Occhipinti. Like generally, those producers have occasionally got Brett and shit like that in it. So I really liked it. I was 6 for 50 on that. It was awesome.
I was 6 for 38.
Yeah, I was 2 for 50. But funnily enough, you've just named one of those guys.
Occhipinti, SP68 Bianco.
Yeah, boy.
That's looking fantastic.
Looking really good.
That is looking fantastic.
For $60,
I think it makes a bit of sense. Like this is amazing biodynamic fruit from like one of the calling cards of Sicily. This used to be like $35.
Yeah.
Like it's just going crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I'm going to be $20 off with all of these wines because I thought they were Adelaide Hills, except that still applies to the first one, which I undervalued by $20 somehow. So yeah, nowhere near anything.
Yeah.
Wine number 4.
Loved it.
Yum.
Juice.
Oh my God. Like this is my kind of wine, particularly right now. Like get this fresh out of the esky. I will drink this endlessly.
Yeah.
So good.
I genuinely thought this was Grenache, like from either the Hills or McLaren Vale.
Yeah.
Like those kind of chill Grenache styles that we're seeing. I thought it was bright, juicy, so well structured, really light tannins, almost not there, but they're like featherweight tannins.
Yeah.
Just fucking giving you some Floyd Mayweather.
Bit of Muhammad Ali's fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
This and one other wine for me will wine of the lineup.
Sure.
I loved this.
Yeah, this for me was the thing that you were saying that put you firmly in the New World. This put me firmly in the New World. Like I was thinking, this sort of reminds me of like the Popple By field blend style
really
things
fun.
that I've been drinking from local producers.
Yeah.
Super into it. I wanted a dozen of $39.
Hell yeah.
I was 12 for 35. I reckon this is going to be Frappato now.
I took 6 for 50, but let's...
So it's going to be $59.
Lamoresca Rosato.
This is sick.
For $47.
I'm on it. I'm absolutely on that.
Love the branding on it as well.
Yeah,
that's very trendy.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, one of those like natural style producers, but again, they've been cleaning up. But this is just like...
Lamoresca Rosato, baby.
all day.
5 cases. Number 5.
Now this,
This is bold.
Needs more fruit, dude.
It's on that kind of old school style. Hey?
Yeah.
This is giving me the wines that my dad made in 1998 that should have been drunk in 2010 that we're drinking in the 2020s, and just the fruit's dropped out of it a little bit too much. I don't think it's an age thing though, like just based on the color of it. I don't think it's something that's dropped out. I think it's just I didn't quite enjoy the balance of the fruit to oak usage.
Yeah, it's kind of like blackberries next to people putting asphalt on a road.
Yeah, it's got a bit of that tar.
That tar element.
Volcanic ash.
It is a little bit Mordor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't pay more than $50 a bottle for this type of wine. I think you can get better examples of what this is doing for cheaper.
Yeah.
I think, this looking now, contextually, this feels like Nere. It makes a lot of sense. This is that kind of like shift that's happening on Nere, like old school, like they used to be a lot bigger than this. And now they're shifting towards kind of more like this style of red wine. Like it is getting a bit of an image change, a bit of a glow up for Nere. But I think this is like a good little halfway house. This is like one that you're gonna like and one that your dad's gonna like. I'd have half a dozen for like $40 just to kind of like, for situations, but it's not one of my favorite wines.
Yep, half a dozen for $45.
$30 for 3. So.
Yeah.
It's not Nero, it is Nerello Mascalese. It's $24 because it's IGP.
Yeah, exactly. This is all across the island of Sicily. This is smaller than most wine regions, but it's just a particular IGP laws.
This is what old school Nerello Mascalese is. Like when we talk about tar and that Nerello thing, this is what we're talking about. This pretty kind of characteristic of style, and even it's quite light for that style as well.
Yeah, exactly. But the future of Nerello is this.
100%.
This fucking thing.
This
Absolutely fantastic.
stunning.
Absolutely beautiful.
This is what Nerello should and can be.
And it will be. Yeah.
And I'm so excited for New World producers to do stuff like this as well. I initially thought this was Nebbiolo because of how tannic it is. Maybe that's because it's quite young.
It's got Nebbiolo tannin, but it's got that lightweight freshness of Pinot. Perfect. It is a beautiful wine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
killer.
I mean, it's just wicked. I took 6 for $80.
12 for 70.
Yeah, I was 6 for 38 because I'm still playing around in the hills, but especially drinking it next to that previous wine, like it's just juicier, it's everything more.
Yeah.
Super into it, especially on looking at it again now with the context. Very into that wine.
Yeah, boy,
rips.
oh boy. This is Frappato.
This is everything that Nerello's going to be in 10 years.
Everything that Nerello should be, but it's Frappato, and it's $59. So I think a stunning wine.
This is one of the cleanest COS wines I've had in a little minute. I remember when we were first trying it, when these were kind of rising in popularity in Australia, they were awesome. But now it's just like, they went through a bit of a weird thing where everything was bready, and now it's back. If it's all like this,
Absolute stonk.
60
really,
bucks,
really good.
get in. Frappato rules.
Rosato or Frappato? What are we doing for one
Oh
lineup?
man, I don't know. I can't split them.
I think it's got to be Rosato because
You were
in terms of the
6.
amount of wine,
Yeah, I was 12 on both. You were
12,
6
12,
on 12. Yeah.
6.
Yeah, I think it is Rosato, but this is in with a really red hot
Yeah.
sniff.
That said, if I'm buying one of those wines, I'm probably going to buy the Frappato. Only because I know that I can get that light, juicy, chillable style of wine from the Adelaide Hills for half the price.
Yes.
That Frappato is really unique, and if I was going to buy one of them and I'm spending $50 plus on a bottle, I'd go with that.
Let's do the top 3 wines. You'd have to do fuck, marry, kill between these 3. Take the rest of the context out of it.
Between Occhipinti, the Rosato, and the Frappato.
Yeah, okay, so I am killing Occhipinti.
I'm in that agreement there.
Yep, I'm fucking the Rosato, but I'm marrying the Frappato.
I was the inverse. I was going to marry that Rosato.
I'm happy to go with the Rosato. I did buy more of it. I don't know why I'm arguing against myself. Frappato, Rosato, one of the lineup.
There we go.
Wine in the lineup.
Rosato, Lamoresca. Let's go.
A really strong, holy shit, drink Sicilian wine.
Sicilian rules.
Check.
Yeah.